Hi everyone! Today I want to read you a story that I know I had in my classroom, but I don't remember reading it to you, and I really like this story, and I found it on the Sora app. So if you're interested in looking at the Sora app, it has all kinds of wonderful books on here. So we're going to read The Most Magnificent Thing by Ashley Spires. And we'll see what kind of a magnificent thing she makes. The Most Magnificent Thing. For all the little perfectionists of the world, The Most Magnificent Thing, written and illustrated by Ashley Spires. This is a regular girl and her best friend in the whole wide world. They do all kinds of things together. They race, they eat, they explore, they relax. I love how he's relaxing. She makes things. He unmakes things. One day the girl had a wonderful idea. She is going to make the most magnificent thing. She knows just how it will look. She knows just how it will work. All she has to do is make it. And she makes things all the time. Easy peasy. First, she hires an assistant. Next, they gather their supplies. They set up somewhere out of the way and get to work. Let's see where they set up. Out of the way, right? The girl tinkers and hammers and measures, while her assistant pounces and growls and chews. When she is finished, she steps back to admire her work. She walks around one side. Her assistant examines the other side. It doesn't look right. Her assistant picks it up and gives it a shake. It doesn't feel right either. They are shocked to discover that the thing isn't magnificent or good. It isn't even kind of sort of okay. It is all wrong. The girl tosses it aside and gives it another go. She smooths and wrenches and fiddles. Her assistant circles and tugs and wags. When she is finished, she stands up and takes a long look at it. Her assistant gives it a nudge with his paw. The thing is still wrong. She decides to try again. She's not giving up, is she? The girl saws and glues and adjusts. She stands and examines and stares. What do you think she's going to think? She twists and tweaks and fastens. She fixes and straightens and studies. She tries all different ways to make it better. She makes it square. She makes it round. She gives it legs. She adds antennae. She makes it fuzzy. She makes it long, short, rough, smooth, big, small. One even smells of stinky cheese. But none of them are magnificent. Her hard work attracts a few admirers, but they don't understand. They can't see the magnificent thing that she has in her mind. She gets mad. All that work. The angrier she gets, the faster she works. She smashes pieces into shapes. She jams parts together. She pummels the little bits in. Her hands feel too big to work, and her brain is too full of all the not right things. If only the thing would just work. Ooh, she is frustrated. I can see her face, even her assistant, not pleased. Crunch. The pain starts in her finger. It rushes up to her brain, and she explodes. It is not her finest moment. I'm no good at this. I quit. Her assistant suggests a walk. What do you think, guys? Good idea? Take a little break? Yeah. It's not much help at first. But before long, she starts to feel different. Bit by bit, the mad gets pushed out of her head. As they stroll along, she comes across the first wrong thing she made. The bad feelings are about to start all over again. Then she notices something surprising. There are some parts of the wrong things that are really quite right. The bolts on one, the shape of another, the wheel to seat ratio of the next. There are all sorts of parts that she likes. By the time she reaches the end of the trail, she finally knows how to make the thing magnificent. She gets to work. She works carefully and slowly, tinkering, hammering, twisting, fiddling, gluing, painting. Her assistant makes sure there are no distractions. This is the perfect thing to ward off bears. This will stop that leak. This one's all wet. The afternoon fades into the evening. Finally, she finishes. She alerts her assistant. He looks tired. The pair take a good long look. It leans a little to the left, and it's a bit heavier than expected. The color could use a bit of work too. But it's just what she wanted. They climb aboard and take it for a spin. They are not disappointed. It really is the most magnificent thing. Look what she made, you guys. That is so cool. For her assistant. That is magnificent, don't you think? And this was cool. I was reading about Ashley Spires, and the part I wanted to point out is Ashley has always loved to make things, and she knows the it turned out wrong frustration well. All of her books have, at one point or another, made her cry, scream, and tear her hair out as she tried to get them just right. And then it says down here, Ashley lives in Ladner, British Columbia, where she and her dog Gordon are able to walk one of the many lovely trails near their house when a project doesn't go as planned. That's a really good strategy, don't you think, you guys? To go for a walk if you're feeling frustrated or mad. And here's some other books by this author. Pretty cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed this book, you guys. I loved reading it to you. It's one of my favorite books. And maybe you'll be inspired to make something while you're at home. Make something magnificent out of anything you have at the house. Okay? Well, it's good to see you. I hope to see you very soon, and I'll be talking to you later. Bye.